Uh-oh. Okay, we're live.
Yes, we
And it
are.
is day 6 of Kwanzaa Celebration 2022. So Habari Gani, Coach Donna
Kuumba.
J.
Kuumba.
Kuumba. Today we're talking about creativity. And I'm so excited. I've just been excited all week to just be able to share in this way. Um, So before I say anything else, before I get off and running, I'm Sunya Folayan, and this is Mind and Manna on YouTube. And I have the pleasure this evening of talking with Coach Donna J, my business partner and good friend. We both live in Mexico, but we're spending the winter in the United States, and we're not far from each other. She's in Michigan, and I'm in Illinois right now. But we'll both be heading back pretty soon to Mexico. We both have YouTube channels. I'm going to have her discuss her channel with you in a moment. My channel is designed for Black women 55 and older who wish to improve their finances without feeling shameful about it or embarrassed, and who want to live up to a more intentional way of life that includes freedom, travel, rest, and ease. And so we're going to be talking about creativity tonight, the sixth principle. And I'm just going to ask you to please stay and listen. We won't be on here very long tonight, but we hope to provide some information that might be inspirational to you. Please stay to the end and like, share, subscribe, and comment. So at this point, I'm going to send the mic over to Coach Donna J. Donna, please introduce yourself, and then we can begin to talk about the principle number 6.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I'm Coach Donna J. I am your clarity and hope coach. I work with baby boomers and late bloomers, those who are blooming entrepreneurs that are approaching retirement. But because they don't have enough in place, or they don't feel they have enough in place, or they're like I was, did not believe that Social Security was going to be enough to help support the type of lifestyle I want to live, I encourage individuals to push the reset button on life and do what it is that they genuinely love to do, thereby establishing some type of passive income that will support them in living their golden years in prosperity and ease. My channel is Savvy Soldier.
Beautiful. And spell that could you spell that for us? Because I'm going to have it in the
Absolutely.
description, but please spell it for us.
Absolutely. Savvy is SAVVY, and soldier is SOUL. I am a soul that lives in a vessel, JAR. So SOULJAR, Savvy Soldier.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. I think it's just so important to, to let everyone know how wonderful you are, and
Oh,
also I think because we're also excited about the work that we're doing on behalf of women in general and women who
yeah,
look like us.
yes, absolutely.
So, Donna, what would you like us to know about the principle of KUUMBA, which means creativity?
And there's so many ways that we can do that as a people, as women. When I was looking up the definition of Kumba, it said that the principle is based on the fact that we should always do as much as we can in the way that we can, so that it draws on our instinctual gifts and talents and skills that we have, in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it. So there's things that have been handed down to us through generations that we are uh, to appreciate, that we are to help grow, pour into other individuals within our family and our community, so that as a whole, as a people, we're leaving this place better than when we received it, or how it was handed down to us. Everything that was handed down was not great and rosy, but as we
Right.
receive it with the creativity that's within us, we can make it better, so that the next generation coming along can experience the fruits of our labor.
I just think that is so beautiful and so powerful. And again, it's just another example of how all of these principles work together to form a framework. All of the principles are interlocking, interchangeable.
Mhm.
They work with one with the other. And I think about even the work that we're doing with women in our communities. We are both very committed to addressing the wealth gap in our community. And
Yes.
while that's also the principle of cooperative economics and collective work and responsibility, it's about unity. It's about defining and honing into our purpose, having
Mhm.
faith that we can get it done. But I also think, we have to use creativity even in terms of how we approach the the sacred trust that's been given to us.
Yes, yes.
You know,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
as we work on healing the divides in our community and healing that wealth gap, that's one of the ways that we can begin to um, return what's been given to us in a better condition than when we received it.
Absolutely, absolutely. The way that we came to know each other and the wonderful living arrangements that we have in Mexico now is is so creative. It is it is amazing. I had never heard of anything like it before, and I'm just so grateful to God that our paths crossed in the Exodus Summit, and it's just grown. And I can 2023. I can't even imagine how much further we're going to go and how many more individuals we're going to help by just sharing that information with them and assisting them and how they can do it also for themselves.
And recognizing that everybody, we all have choices to make.
Mhm.
Leaving the country may not be the ideal for everyone, but I do firmly believe that it's important to take a sojourn, and it's important to step back and reevaluate and to shift
Mhm.
one's environment in order to have another perspective. I did that for 2.5 months in the summer of 2021, and it changed my entire life.
Mhm.
I up and left the United States. I've been thinking about it for years, but I really turned on the switch and made the move because I had some additional time to think and reevaluate.
Mhm.
And I always like to say I didn't know what I was missing until I found it.
Right,
Um,
right.
I am. We're so fortunate because we really do live in a creative living environment. We live in a co-living community. There are 4 artists in our building. We are from all over the world. We are from Australia, United States, specifically North Carolina, Kansas, and Michigan, the two of us. Also, one of our artists' co-residents is from Israel and Argentina, and who made her home in Oakland. And then we have another satellite resident who's a textile artist from Minnesota, who actually lives next door to us. So we have textiles, we have sculpture in our building, we have writing, since you're a writer, Donna,
Mhm.
and I'm a writer too. I'm an academic writer. Um, so the idea of us being able to come together as women, and we are also a varied marital status.
Yes.
We have a married resident. We have we you know we just we're a variety, a wonderful variety of
Mhm.
lifestyle options and choices. And all of us are over 55, and we're really living our best lives. It's a wonderful.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Never thought that. Well, like you said, didn't know what I was missing until I found it. I didn't know it existed. And
Mhm.
to be a part of it and to be sharing the benefits, the blessings, the fortune of it is a wonderful thing. Just a wonderful thing. I
So
can't wait.
Donna, would you mind sharing a little bit about what you've been doing in terms of exercising your creative path?
Well, I'll share two things. One of the things that I do is help individuals who have an entrepreneurial bent connect with me, and we identify what their strengths are. Because I don't think we should focus on we don't need to spend unnecessary energy, on things that we're not good at or try to fix what we think is broken. I help people to recognize what their gifts and talents are and then focus on that to build the type of business or residual income that they want to help support their life. I do that by writing. I have two books that I have helped co-author. I'm also a part of a third cooperative book writing, in addition to writing my own book that I plan on having released early in the first quarter of next year. So those are the things that I enjoy doing. I also work with essential oils and shea butters, and I love creating soaps. I haven't done that in a while, but those are some of the other things that I do. And oftentimes, those are the way that I give gifts to those that are important to me and who appreciate those natural things.
Oh, see, I didn't know about that part.
I
So
know I didn't. I know I didn't tell it all.
I do invest in bath and body care. So I have a sister that keeps me pretty much supplied, and my daughter, my oldest daughter, is very creative too. So, but I've got another source now. So, okay, good. Well, I am a textile artist and a musician. I work with natural fiber. I am, and I have really been called into indigo dyeing. I'm an indigo dyer. I'm also a weaver. I work with natural fiber, primary cottons and silks, but other blends, other fiber blends as well. And I also can work with animal-based fiber, wools, and silk is an animal-based product. Um, and I was kind of limited in terms of what I could bring with me on my trip, but I did bring a wrap that I had on yesterday, which is this is a cotton. It's a pretty large piece. There's 2 or 3 pieces to it. And when I'm feeling really fly, I can, hook it up into a bag and a wrap and a shawl, or I can make it as a lapa or sarong or whatever, or a head tie. Um, but I love fabric. I have done some professional commissioned quilts. I have a couple of quilts that are in a city council government building in North Carolina. I'd like to get back to doing some more quilting. But right now, I'm actually working on an art installation of hand-dyed indigo masks, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of masks, because I'm really talking about medical apartheid and how in our community, I'm really going back to how we used indigo as a healing medicine,
Mm-hmm.
as well um, as a form of protection. The color blue has a lot of significance in our communities. Um, and the other thing I do is I am an African drummer. I've been playing African drums for about 25 years now.
Wow.
And I have an ensemble. We are a repertory ensemble. We perform for weddings and funerals and family reunions. We've performed at a couple of jazz festivals. We've performed for college campuses, corporate events, and I honestly am at my best self when I am doing more than one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So this last year has been a year of transition. I moved to Mexico in December of 2021. That's been my focus. In the next couple of years, I'll be working more to um, set up my studio more and to be able to start getting my supplies
Mm-hmm.
in my Mexico studio as well. So I'm excited about where 2023 is going. I also was invited to contribute to a book that will be coming out soon. I've got a little piece in that book.
Awesome.
Um, so I'm excited about where things are going to go.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's going to be a busy year for me as far as traveling, um, but my base is going to always be to come back to Mexico to relax, to reflect, and to replenish before leaving again to do what it is that we're going to be doing. I mean, we've only begun to touch the tip of the iceberg. I'm looking forward to the healing and retreats that we're going to be incorporating in our business together. I mean, there's just so much that we're
There's so
going to
much.
be doing, and I'm
There's
excited
just so
about it.
much.
I'm excited about it. So
Me too. Me too. And it's like I'm just amazed at all the doors and opportunities. It's like there's
yes,
it's really it's a tremendous blessing.
it is. It
Um,
is.
you know, and I think it's a blessing, and it's also a blessing to be able to serve.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
You know. So, well, I think it may be time to light that
Yes,
sixth
to
candle.
light number 6, Kuumba. So we are lighting our final red candle today.
That's right.
Ah, there it is.
Oh, it's beautiful. Such a beautiful glow.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. It is. I have enjoyed learning more about Kwanzaa this year. I mean, I used to hear about it, but I never understood it the way you have brought it to me this year. So I can't thank you enough for doing that.
It's been my pleasure, and it also allows me to grow. And again, these principles are really there to be a way of life and really a code of ethics for us
Yes,
in
yes.
terms of how we are interacting with each other.
Mhm, mhm. Absolutely. And I
As
want
we
to,
affirm.
all week we've been encouraging people to go to the official website of Kwanzaa, and just read up on it and know that we celebrate it for a week. It's like ain't no party like a Kwanzaa party because we
Right.
literally celebrate for a whole week. But the
That's right.
principles are 365 days of the year.
Absolutely, absolutely. So after this conversation, I'm going to be starting our Karamu feast, getting our stuff together
Mhm.
for our meal, and tomorrow we'll be celebrating the principle of faith. So
Yes, yes,
this has just been a wonderful. It's wonderful, and the glow of Kwanzaa is within us. I don't have the candles, but I have it here.
yes, you do. Yes, you do. And in our heart is where it's mostly important.
That's right. That's right. So it's being creative. We're being creative. We're being creative.
Yes, yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and
Oh, you
I
are
look
so
forward to
welcome. I
seeing
look
you.
forward to us being together again tomorrow.
All right. Habarigani.
Baragani, Kuamba.